Uh, yeah, if it stays, it's gonna ward them off until it's gone. But be careful that they're building up stuff. So you're gonna want to build up your. So you're gonna want to start thinking about how do I get that Judgment Dragon when they deal with this. And Glorious Illusion. If you don't have Call of the Haunted, I prefer Call of the Haunted because you can get, you can get light. No, you can't get that. If you have other techs, you could bring it out. But honest, it's worth running Call of the Haunted just to get honest back. Honestly, but whatever. You got the 2 starter decks. This is okay card. I would do one. If I had Call of the Haunted. I have no idea where it is. It's somewhere in my house. Can't even find it. So I am actually running 2 in real life, and yeah, get laughed at. But if it stays during the end phase, it's worth it. But you want to be careful with this many Lightsworns. By turn 5, you might be milling too much, and you have no synchros to kind of stop your milling. So that's why the techs are so important. And boom, Vanquishing Light is it's okay. What you really want is enemy controller. If you're gonna sacrifice something, do it right. And this card is cheap. You'd be surprised how versatile it is. It's somewhere in my house. Can't even find it. So I am actually running 2 in real life, and yeah, get laughed at. But if it stays during the end phase, it's worth it. But you want to be careful with this many Lightsworns. By turn 5, you might be milling too much, and you have no synchros to kind of stop your milling. So that's why the techs are so important. And boom, Vanquishing Light is it's okay. What you really want is enemy controller. If you're gonna sacrifice something, do it right. And this card is cheap. You'd be surprised how versatile it is, and how many games it played it will turn. But I mean, for $22, I'll talk about 2 decks that are around that price. Bujin, even though you won't get a lot of the great cards that the AI will have. You can get a Bujin deck, or you can get Battle and Boxers, which you could pretty much get the complete deck on eBay. I saw. But to really be competitive, let's talk about techs. Where is that? Let's talk about techs, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the choices. So actually, yeah, I'll take that out for enemy controller. This Eclipse Waven, it's super important. They're cheap now. I got a playset for of golds for $2. Not to brag, but it when it goes to the graveyard, you just choose either Judgment Dragon. If Judgment Dragon's in your hand, choose this one. If you don't have Judgment Dragon, banish it, and then once all you have to do is either use Light Ray Diablos or Blaster to get it back. Oh, I have 2 chalices. I don't need that. Put that there. So I took out the other Raikou. That could probably actually go in there. And any dragon ruler will really do. I use Blaster because he's 28. Unfortunately, you won't ever get to use his other effect, which is destroy a monster, destroy a card. But these are great. If you have Lumina, you pitch them to the graveyard, and it's basically a free card to pitch. Plus, they're amazing. Plus, you know, this is an amazing effect, and you can always get this out somehow. But remember, it's going to return to your hands. So without, you know, a lot of the support that you could be having. And Card Trooper is great for skill drain. Highly recommend you have some kind of way to get around Vilers and skill drain and anything. He still gets his effect where 3 cards go to the graveyard. So, and then if he dies, you get a card. And highly recommend Card Trooper. So, and enemy controller, I already kind of talked about that, as opposed to this. And Chalice, just to, I mean, I almost do want 2 Chalices, but so this is like $10 in tech, you know. If you get the Wyvern, the Blaster, some Card Troopers, some enemy controllers, some Chalices, some level 8 Synchro, and these are super cheap. Maestroke is good. You can deal with a lot of the problematic cards. What the heck? I don't know why it's not searching. Oh, because I can't spell. That's why. Just some level 3 if you're running some kind of level 3, just in case you get stuck. The Utopias are so cheap, and if you have the wolves, you don't really need to overlay them like you would if you had 2 Lilas or something on there, and you're just milling too much. So that's it for the text, I believe. Alright, I'm gonna make some videos. Hope you learned something. I'll make some videos called Lightsworn Starter. You know, and I'm gonna use these texts. Super cheap. B versus the AI. So not the smartest thing. I guess I'll talk about that in the video. About the AI. Alright, I hope you enjoy your Lightsworn deck, and I hope you win with it, either on ygpro or in real life too. That'd be cool, right? And I'll see you guys again later. Bye.